Hey everybody, this is Dave with No Chaser, and today's topic is going to be about the fun subject of hopelessness. Now, I was thinking, I wrote a couple notes here. Like, it sounds cliche, but hopelessness, I think of it as like the true spark plug for any machine in recovery. Like, you could have an engine that's built totally perfect. You could have all the fuel in the world. You could have the best driving conditions. You could have anything you need, the best driver. But if you don't have that spark plug, honestly, it doesn't matter because I've had so many situations where I've had all the resources, all the support, all things good in my life going for me, but I just didn't have faith that things would be well. And that's really what like I think of as a hope is that faith of things will work out. And I really realized that like hopelessness is just a case of not thinking that things were going to turn out the way you wish them to, or things will not be all right without proof too. It's just a like a gnawing sense that it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to fall back into some sort of demise. And this could go beyond addiction or alcoholism. This could be like, just in relationships, it's not going to work out. Your dreams or your career is not going to work out. Just that faith, not having that hope is so like detrimental to anything that you do in life. But certainly affects people in recovery because like your addicted mind, the alcoholism can just feed so much on that hopelessness feeling. Like it can just feed on that because when you have no hope that things will work out, that puts you in the perfect position to just give up on everything. Because someone put it in a really good way that alcoholism or addiction didn't take things from me. I gave them away. And in that process, like, the bottle of vodka didn't take my car away or like break up with my girlfriend or like fire me from my job. I gave those things away. I did those things. And so if you think of it in that respect, like giving those things away, what would lead me to give those things away? And that would be the fact that I don't think they'll work out, or I don't think that they're worth anything. And like I don't think that they're worthwhile even. And that sense of hopelessness, it can be like something that's just in the back of your mind, like just laying back there, just like kind of not very intense, just kind of a humdrum sort of cynicism. Or it can I've had pure moments, almost like a panic attack of like just pure dread of like, oh my gosh, I don't think I don't think things are going to work out, and it's truly gripping and terrifying. And usually, if I have that like panic attack type of hopelessness mixed in with the obsession of wanting to drink, it's just like that right there. It just turns into a craving that is almost insurmountable. So one of the big things is that I, you know, as far as what could advice I could give, like how do you conjure up hope? Like how do you try to instill hope within yourself? One of the first things I would say is just like trying to be around positive people. Like being around positive people. I think it's so under like appreciated how much people around you affect you. If you're around positive people, we like to think of us as like our own independent selves that we control so much, but people affect us in ways that we don't even know. Being around positive people is such an important thing. Even if the positive people can be annoying, it doesn't even matter. If you're around positive people, that can put you in better spirits. So you like being cognizant of people that complain too much or people that like to be judgmental with you or like enable you to do bad behaviors, just being like aware of that. One other thing, like just for hope, this is kind of random, it's just like trying to find beauty in things. And for me, that's like in nature. Like I just, with I struggle with the idea of God or like life having any meaning to it or anything like that. I don't believe that like this is all here for nothing, but I don't really know what I believe. But when I'm in nature, seeing the beauty of it, I get this sense of awe that like replenishes me. It makes me like sense that like something here is working. There's terrible stuff all in the world and like there's awful things happening all the time, but just seeing like the beauty even in something like I live in the Midwest and seeing like a desolate prairie of snow and just kind of gray sky, even that can be beautiful. Seeing the horizon, seeing the lake of the horizon of trees on a lake, just looking into something simple as like animals, like a young deer, or just seeing just squirrels on a tree. I mean, I know this is getting super like hippy dippy, man, but like allowing yourself, humbling yourself to be able to be lost in these moments of beauty and awe. I think that's like, it's not direct to hope, but it's something adjacent to hope that can make you at least kind of feel better in a sense. And you know, one other thing I would say to, as far as like trying to garner hope in your life, is that it would be to just remove like needless negativity. And I know this is one of the difficult things, and this is something that's brought up over and over again. You find it on social media, you find it on the 24-hour news cycle, you find it in politics, obviously. But just like really think of yourself as, how much of a threshold do you have for negative stuff in your life? How much can you take in? Like, and you're not, it's not inexhaustible. Like, there's a threshold of amount of negativity that will make you break. So you have to consider like all this, like even if it's background noise, you think it doesn't affect you, you have to really consider like how much of this garbage is like being put into my mind, and how much am I like holding on to this. Like, I need to cut it out from my life. That's why I don't like, I leave a lot of stuff that, even if it's not even negative, but it's just whatever, I won't have the TV on in the background. I'll have like something nice like a symphony or white noise, um, or nature sounds, going back to nature. You know, if conversations, political stuff, or like arguments, like, you know, those crazy like 24-hour news cycles where like five people are just yelling at the same time, never watch any of those. YouTube videos where it's just like someone owned someone in this, or you won't believe how this person reacted, or someone is this big of a, just don't even click on those, because like it feeds off of anger, like all that stuff. It's I brought up like that idea of the thing that's negative in the background that just like constantly churns, that will start to erode that sense of hope in you, you know. And so best thing like what you could do today to find hope is just find something outside that you appreciate, and find a positive person in your life and thank them for it. Be grateful for. I know this is super mushy gooey stuff, but like I would say try to do that today, because I'm going to try to do that today, because you know, recently it's just, I've been in a little slump, don't worry, but you know, just things have been difficult in my personal life, but I'm doing well. So I'm still staying the course, but you know, I could use that hope. You could always use it, and like I said, without having hope in your life, um, it's that matters the most, man. Like, there's one thing that I would put conviction toward, is that hope is the thing that matters the most in recovery. With that being said, if you're watching this, I hope this was helpful. Hope it was insightful. If you have a loved one or friend that's suffering an active addiction or alcoholism, my heart goes out to you. Hopefully they can find some help. If you're just interested in this stuff, I'm thankful that you're watching. Other than that, be well. And I need to find a way to end the show unawkwardly.